That's not a bad jump, huh? Right? We got one more year. I need one more year.
Ansley, man, pretty complete game for you all tonight. Just kind of talk about that, going 2-0 against Tennessee this season, SEC play. It's kind of big, huge quad wins for you guys. Just kind of touch on that a little bit, man.
It's a great win. You know, we had to do it, go out there and try to get the W, especially after the last game. You know, we looked at what we did well, what we didn't do too well, trying to focus on those things, and we went out there today and executed that.
Hope said you didn't realize you had that Euro step in your bag there at the end when you had the and one. Was it fun to get to show off some extra stuff tonight? You know,
yeah, you feel me?
Did you have all that in there too?
No, of course. You know how it is. We all basketball players at the end of the day work on our games and stuff like that. I just felt like that was, we needed a bucket at that time, and I feel like time was running out a little bit, so I just tried to get creative.
Did you expect yourself to have some of these, like, so many big moments for this team so far?
I mean, I hope I did, but I just go out there and try to help the team in any way I can. And, sometimes they're big moments, sometimes they're not.
Ansley, Lamont goes down, and then a few minutes later, down 3. It seems like the odds are stacked against you guys. What kind of allowed you guys to rally and finish this off? And what was kind of the message from Coach Pope?
The next man up mentality. Lamont went down. Obviously, that hurt us, but we didn't want to let our brother down. We obviously it's a big loss, but we decided to go out there and take care of business. We needed that win, so we're gonna do whatever it takes to get that win.
What is it about Coach Pope specifically that just keeps you guys so confident, even when things are just stacked against you? It feels like
he's very, very calm. Like I've never seen a coach as calm as him, like ever. Like he's super calm in any sort of situation. He's very, very calm. Like especially high stress situations, he's calm and he helps. I mean, when you feed off that as a player, especially he's not yelling and none of that. He's just telling us we're gonna be good, stay confident, we'll be fine. So it's just easy to feed off that as a player when your coach is just that calm, that level.
Tennessee has the best three-point shooting defense in the country. All across 2 games now are 50%. There's something about the matchup that just makes it a little bit easier for you all, or kind of why do you think y'all have so much success there?
Numbers don't really tell the real story. We watch a lot of film on them. The way they play defense is just there's a lot of ways you can attack it. It's just the way our team is built. So, we get a lot of overlooks, and we knock them down past 2 games.
How much can you kind of touch base on, your teammates, the way you guys are playing, pretty consistently over the past couple games? Can you just kind of touch base on guys to your left and to your right, how they're playing ball, and how you guys are ultimately being able to kind of compete together and just go out there and just play winning basketball, right?
We're just going out there and like I always say, just trying to get better every single day. When it's game days, when it's practice, just trying to go out there and continuously get better every single day, so that when March comes, when April comes, we're ready to be at our peak. That's really what the end goal is, playing those late March games, those early April games, so that that they're trying to get them ready for you after. Really great. A lot of freshmen in the country can't do what they're doing. Sorry about that. A lot of freshmen in the country can't do what they're doing, and it really shows you how good they are.
Watch their growth throughout the season. It's been like.
It's been great. It's like in our skill group, so we push each other every day. I see Travis, the way he's been leading the show ever since the summer, going against Lamont and Kurt earlier this year. It's just definitely been really good for him. Iron sharpens iron. We've been trying to sharpen each other all year long, and now they are who we are.
Coach Pope said you kind of took a leap of faith coming here, even, and coming off the bench, and he says that you're doing things he didn't even expect you to do. Are you kind of feeling that?
Just coming here, obviously, I feel like people didn't expect too much from me, but I know what I expected from myself. I know what I was able to bring to the table, and I was going, do whatever it took for me to get on the court and help this team win in any way possible. So, yeah.
Thank you.
I feel like just defensively and rebounding are just 2 things that I've really focused on a lot that I haven't really focused on before, and just I feel like I've taken such big strides in those ways.
What would have been some of the biggest challenges for you in this season?
Just staying, I would say, I feel like consistent or like aggressive and like offensive flow sometimes. I feel like sometimes it's easy for me to just, get lost in the game. Sometimes you're lost in a moment. Just staying assertive offensively, I feel like it's been somewhat of a challenge, but I feel like it's not even.
Talk about the consistency part. Last couple games you didn't have as good of a night tonight in scoring wise, but then you bounced back. Is that kind of what you're talking about? The consistency
just being that, just finding ways to affect the game, but not scoring wise, because obviously you're not having a great scoring night every night, but just being somewhat effective in some other ways. Just trying to be always helping the team, always helping the team at all times.
Is there something Trent has done in recent games that has kind of shown you guys, like, okay, I think it's slowing down for him a little bit? It's for freshmen, the game moves so fast.
Yeah, just the shots he's taking are just uber confidence. I feel like a lot of freshmen in the country would just not be taking no shots. I know when I was a freshman, I was not taking no shots. He's, he has a lot of courage, a lot of confidence in himself, and we telling him to shoot those shots in the locker room, so we're just happy that he's doing it and making them.
And you guys with Tennessee, obviously, great teams always bring out the best in one another, but two pretty tight battles. Have you learned more playing against them as opposed to anybody else this year in the 2 games you've had?
Yeah, they're like the best defense team in the country, so it's obviously playing against them is harder than playing against a lot of other teams when it comes to trying to execute our offensive game plan and execute things on the offensive side of the ball. So it's been bringing out the best of us. I feel like today was a great performance, just like it was last time we played them. And we try to keep building and continue to get better.
I know you've probably been asked this already, but Coach Pope said when he recruited you, he said he didn't know that Euro step into a foul late in the game was in your bag. Have you showed him that before, or was that the first time?
I guess I haven't really showed him that before, but obviously I work on my game in the offseason, work on my game still now. So when the situation calls for it, I go out there and get us a bucket if we need one.
You guys tonight had the BBN behind you. It got really out there a few times. Were you guys feeding off of that?
Yeah,
and it kind of ranks high up there with environments this year, right?
No, it does. We love when BBN's out there, like showing who they are, out there yelling and being rowdy. Obviously, it affects the other team, but it affects us too. We feel the energy, we get hype, we play better. So it's a great feeling to have when they're behind us like that.
When you have Lamont and Jackson both go down, is it a little bit easier in the back of your mind knowing you have a 7-foot point guard that can kind of still control things? And
definitely. Amari PG1 right now. He's been handling the pressure really well, bringing the ball and running the offense for us. So we have complete confidence in him, and he's been doing great at that role so far.